Yep, changed up my scenery a little bit. Um, Wait for a few people to go in here. Go into these Spurs rumors. As soon as a few more people go in, hey bro, yeah, hey again, what's good? Sorry about the last live. I had to get off for a second. Who the heck said that? Okay, I'll let you know. Um, all right, so let me go ahead and go into these rumors. So what I heard from CG and what CG has told us is that the San Antonio Spurs are looking Deadman's way. So I guess it's the development of Deadman, and they saw where he's going, and I guess they feel like he won't be, a huge salary to fill. So they are looking Deadman's way as well. And as you already know, the Spurs already had their eye on Randall to see what's going on with Randall, and now that he opted out of his contract, it's a good opportunity for them to try to see if they can figure something out with him as well. So it's blatantly obvious that at this point the Spurs are looking for forwards, the Spurs are looking for centers, and that's the direction they're probably going to go in the draft. If we're being completely honest, that's why they want Rui. Um, but yeah, that's the rumor. That's what's swarming around. I know a lot of people were interested in Deadman. There you go. The Spurs are looking Deadman's way. Now we're gonna go into the comments regarding. We're gonna go into the comments regarding the statement that Fred Fleet wanted to say, and the statement that Jeremy Castleberry had to say about the San Antonio Spurs. So I just uploaded the video. Pop will outcoach Nick Nurse easily. Dude, lots of people outcoach Nick Nurse easily. I mean, Alvin Gentry could outcoach Nick Nurse. Um, Hold on, my dog is like going crazy. What are you doing? Hold on. Jesus Christ. Yeah, lots of people outcoach Nick Nurse. I'll be honest with you. My thoughts on it is that is highly disrespectful. And for you to say something like that after winning one championship, this is the same reason I didn't want y'all to win championships at all. I had a good reason for y'all not wanting to see y'all win a championship. And you win one championship and you have this type of mentality, you'll never create a dynasty. You have to show respect to those who have created dynasties, those who have won multiple championships. And that was just straight up messed up. You got one championship. It was Jeremy Castleberry who said it. He's the one who said F pop in the video. I uploaded the video right before this one. So if you get off of this and you go watch the video I just uploaded, it was a live. And on the live stream, on their live stream, you could hear Fred VanVleet saying they ain't doing it like this in San Antonio. In other words, saying that Toronto is more lit than San Antonio. And then you hear Jeremy Castleberry in the background saying F pop, and he says it twice while they're putting the camera on Kawhi, and Kawhi is smiling, waving, having a good time. I'm pretty sure that's probably Kawhi's thoughts as well. So, whatever. Yeah, saw it. I was furious. I'm a diehard Spurs fan, win or lose. Toronto, come talk when you get 5. You know what? Like I said, you would have never seen David Robinson or Tim Duncan saying F Phil Jackson when they won one championship. Because in order to create a dynasty, you have to have a certain amount of respect and culture and integrity, and you have to look at those who've won multiple championships and say, I want to strive for that. Toronto probably just hit their ceiling with this one championship. Not only did they hit their ceiling with the one championship, they probably wouldn't have this championship right now if Klay Thompson was playing. So I'm just going to leave that there. 5 injured. Everybody on their team was injured. Or Kawhi didn't hear him say that. No, I'm not saying necessarily that Kawhi heard him say it. I'm just saying it's a bad look. And that is Kawhi's friend. That's Kawhi's good friend. He's really good friends with him. So my thing is, if I have a friend, right? I have a best friend. You can't control every single thing that your friend says. No one can do that. But at the same time, your friend and what they say about a franchise or person that you were involved with and they were involved with, they are an extension of your thoughts at that point when a mass media of people just a huge amount of people are watching you. So if I'm friends with somebody who's in a certain company and they don't really like the boss at that company and they leave that company and both of us leave that company, I'm going to be mindful of their relationship with that organization. I'm going to be mindful for their multitude of relationships or how people feel about that person when I come out and say F that boss. He didn't do that. Instead, he came out, said F pop twice. I don't know if it's the champagne that's in them. I don't know what's going on. But he says it twice, and it's just highly, highly disrespectful to everything that Popovich has done, to everything that the Spurs organization has done for Kawhi. It's extremely, extremely disrespectful. Let me see. I wonder if ESPN or Bleacher Report will report this. They probably won't, though, because Kawhi and the Raptors are the golden child to them right now. Yeah, they're really sucking up to him. Crazy. You know, crazy thing about it is, right when I heard the F Kawhi, when I heard it, for some reason I thought it was Danny Green. I guess Danny Green has talked so much weirdness lately that I thought it was him. But honestly, and then another thing, guys, I know what you're saying, like, well, Kawhi probably didn't hear it. Sure, fine. But here's another extension of Kawhi's thoughts. The fact that Danny Green comes out and says things like, you know, I thought San Antonio was amazing, but Toronto's great. And then Van Fleet today goes live and says they're not doing it like this in San Antonio. If they knew that their star player still has some respect for San Antonio, they wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't have said it. It's because they know how he feels about San Antonio, and they're trying to be an extension of his thoughts. I had nothing against Fred VanVleet until he said that. People wonder why the Spurs getting so mad. Why Spurs fans so salty? Why y'all so upset about the Toronto Raptors winning? Y'all just mad because Kawhi don't want to be there? No. We're irritated because of how Toronto has handled this situation. We're irritated at how Kawhi handled the situation. And it seems like every single day, every single week, we're getting our organization that we love, the team that we love and we cherish and we grew up watching, is being trashed for nothing. I'll be honest with y'all, I'm a Cowboys fan. I know that the Cowboys are trash. I know that the organization is trash. I'm not saying Dak is trash, the players are great. But the organization is not a good organization. If someone comes out and says F Jerry Jones, even me as a Cowboys fan, I'm not going to care. But I'm also a Spurs fan, and when it comes to the Spurs, they handle things so well all the time. Even Popovich will speak up against things that he don't even have to speak on. And some people like it, some people don't. But me as a minority, I'm very I'm very in tune with how Popovich thinks, and I enjoy some of the things that he say. He speak up for people. He speak up for the little guy. That's just a product of his character. Now, when I look into him as a coach and him as a what am I trying to say? Just a boss. He's amazing. The way that he take care of players, the way that a player will have an ankle sprain and he's gonna say you can't play. We're not gonna let you play. It's big time, and most people won't do that. Most coaches are the type of coaches that will panic and put in a guy even when he's not willing to play or when he's not even ready to play. You think that if Kevin Durant was on the Spurs that he'll be injured right now? You think that he would have a torn Achilles if he was playing for the Spurs right now? No, because he wouldn't have came back, period. Spurs started the load management. Yes, Spurs started the load management, and then you have they did it so well, but then you started having like other teams doing it, and the other teams doing it to an extent where it's almost like childish. Like the Spurs did it for a reason because they would do it with usually the older guys, and then you had Miami Heat doing it just to do it, just to kind of spite us. But you're right. You're right. A lot of this stuff with the load management and even Toronto trying to sit Kawhi as much as they can. We started that stuff. The city of Toronto lost my respect when they cheered the injury on KD. Yeah, me too. Me too. Just like Philly cheered the injury on Michael Irvin. Yeah, it's awful, man. Uh, at least Tim Duncan knew how to act when he wins a chip. You got to show that mutual respect if you want to create a dynasty. You have to. You can't be a guy. You can't be a guy who sits there and you know boast about your championship. Honestly, I would look at this champion. If I'm Toronto, if I'm a Toronto fan, I'll be super excited for this championship. But I'll always look at it as, yeah, we got it done with an injured Warriors. Cool. Let's do it again. Toronto hit their ceiling because this is as far as they want to go. Even Kawhi's language kind of bothered me just a little bit. And this is just me nitpicking, so don't take this too serious. But this is just something with me. When he was joking around with Kyle Lowry, he said something like, he was making a joke saying that, Lowry don't want him no more. He's like, yeah, he don't want me no more. I guess I did my job. I brought you a championship. I did my job. And it's just the way he said that was like, okay, yeah, Kawhi alone brought them a championship. It had nothing to do with anything else. Honestly, it's a lot of stuff. And I said it in the last video, so I'm not going to harp on it too much. But there's a few things with that finals where I would debate with anybody that you needed Kawhi to win that championship, this last championship. Kawhi was amazing in the playoffs, like record. I don't know about record breaking, but the amount of 30-point games he had was crazy. But against the Warriors, there were some games where he didn't show up big, especially in the fourth quarter. And that's just me. This last game was Fred Van Fleet's game. He said Julius Randle to San Antonio. That would be nice. Spurs are referred to as a dynasty. Others referred to as super teams. There's a big difference. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. Because the Warriors are a dynasty. They created a dynasty. To me, a dynasty is like a level of excellence for at least 5 years. I would say 5+ years. So the Chicago Bulls in the 90s, dynasty. Early on Lakers, dynasty. Spurs, dynasty. Who else? Who else be a dynasty? Boston in the 80s, dynasty. I would say the Warriors created a dynasty even with their super team. But then again, they started off knowing what they were doing as well, because they played the right way from the get-go, and then they went and got KD, and then that's when it was just overkill. That dude would be a one-year wonder. You say Julius Randle to San Antonio. That would be amazing, y'all. But I don't know how that would really work. I have a feeling somebody's gonna get traded. And before I was like, nah, ain't nobody gonna get traded. I wouldn't trade anybody. Now I'm like, I think Spurs might trade somebody. That's just my feeling, my gut feeling. Do you think the Lakers will make the playoffs? I'm gonna give my thoughts on the Lakers, and then I'm actually gonna get off. I hate to get off of here because I know on live, like you guys said that you really like going in here and talking to everybody and everything like that. But I'm telling you right now, Thursday is gonna be lit because I'm gonna be on here basically the whole draft or much of the draft. So the chat gonna be going crazy. My thoughts on the Lakers. So after this trade, the Anthony Davis to the Lakers and the Pelicans getting all that talent, I'm more afraid for the Pelicans in the future than the Lakers. I think the Lakers lost it bad because here's the thing. I can't think of one franchise that has had a dysfunctional front office with talent and won a championship. It just doesn't happen. Like if you don't have the right mentality up top, and it trickles down to the players, I don't see you winning a championship. So with the Lakers, do I see them making the playoffs? Sure, they can make the playoffs. Could they not make the playoffs? It's going to be pretty tough for them not to make playoffs because I'm assuming that they're probably going to get one more free agent, a pretty big name. And then on top of that, they might get some really good pieces because people are going to want to go play with Anthony Davis. Probably. I'm also hearing, or all of us heard this, it's nothing new. It's not like I heard this from CG or nothing, but a lot of people are saying that a lot of people don't want to sign with the Lakers because of how dysfunctional they are. Honestly, I think that when you have such a dysfunctional front office and you have all that talent, I don't think it really matters. And another thing, when it comes to LeBron James, he needs a guy who's also an alpha dog who can finish games. LeBron James has never been, and I know he has, game winners in the playoffs in the East and all that, but he's never been a guy like a Michael Jordan or Kobe who can like take the ball, all right, this is my game, and shoot the last shot and hit it in the biggest of moments. He's never been like that. And last season, the Lakers were looking for him to finish a lot of games, and he couldn't do it. Now, he's going to get his stats. You don't win a championship without him. But at the same time, the guy does not finish games well. So now you take an Anthony Davis who's not an alpha dog, and Anthony Davis is younger, and he's going to look up to LeBron. LeBron got 3 rings, so they're going to look at LeBron, take us home, King. And more often than not, he's not going to be able to do it. You see him in stressful situations like the Spurs, and Spurs fans have seen this many a times that he does not finish well with in games. When the Spurs get pressure on him, when the Spurs figure stuff out on him, he doesn't finish. And you know that late in the fourth quarter, you're probably going to beat him. So I think that he will need another alpha dog. If they can go and get a Kyrie again or something like that, I mean, they got a good shot. But to me, I don't think that that's really realistic. And when it comes to LeBron, he's a great player, all-time great player. But my thoughts on LeBron is a little different than some people's thoughts. That whole question of is he better than Michael Jordan? I think that's insane. I think once you want to mention Michael Jordan, it's going to take a few players for me before I get to LeBron. I mean, I'm going to go through the Kobe's, the Tim Duncans, the Kareems, the Magics, and before I get to the LeBrons. But that's just me. What else was I going to say? I was going to say one more thing. Let me see through these. Maybe I can remember looking through these, this chat. Boogie. Sorry, that's my dog. But yeah, I think. Oh, I know. I was gonna say Pelicans. Pelicans really scare me because they have control over the Lakers' future for like 7 years. That's ridiculous. I don't know what the Lakers were doing. He got allergies. I gotta take him in. Yeah, he got allergies. But yeah, they have control over their entire franchise for like 7 years, and they got all that talent. The first round draft pick, the fourth round draft pick. I mean, not fourth round. The first overall draft pick, the fourth overall draft pick. It's like, geez, man, they're gonna be something serious, and I wouldn't be afraid of them if it weren't for Alvin Gentry, because we all know as Spurs fans, Alvin Gentry is a problem for us at times. I don't know our record against him, but I will never forget the playoffs when we lost against Steve Nash and Alvin Gentry. It was horrible. I'm pretty sure they beat us like in 5 or they beat us in 5. I don't even know. I think we might have got a game in. It was bad. It might have been 2000. Dang, what year was that? Damn, I don't even know what year that was, y'all. When we lost to them. Fred VanVleet is a clown. Yeah, screw all of them. But yeah, I just wanted to come out here and give my thoughts on that, how disrespectful that is. I really encourage you guys to go to that video. I uploaded it before this of them saying F-pop. That's Jeremy Castleberry who said that. And if you could watch that, come back to this video. I'll upload it. Just come back to this video and leave your thoughts, in the comments on it. Pascal Siakam, the only Raptor I like. He say F pop too. But all right, y'all. I'll get with you later. Until next time, dudes. I'm gonna let y'all start. Well, actually, I'm not gonna end it yet. I'm gonna let y'all gradually get out of here. I don't want people just straight up not being able to say what they want to say. Can't defend Ish. The team will trade for him, not Patty, because salary too high. It was 6 games. We lost in 6 games. I thought it was 5 games when we lost to Alvin Gentry. That's what it felt like. That was a hard that was a hard series, man. I remember watching it and just being so upset. And I was a little kid, so I was like praying for the Spurs to win. I'm so pissed right now. I know, Ruru. I'm actually about to get off though. Y'all suck. All y'all suck. Because people staying in here. When I said let's bounce, and people still staying in here. It's so hard for me to get off. Let's see. But yeah, I'm actually about to go ahead and get off, y'all. I really appreciate all the love. I appreciate you guys constantly coming on here and talking Spurs basketball with me. Like I said, I might get on before Thursday, but once Thursday hit, it's gonna be lit. We're gonna be in here and we're gonna be talking the entire time about Spurs basketball, and we're gonna see how long I can go. The longest I ever been on live, damn, it was a long time. How long did I stay on there? I think I stayed on here with you guys for like 5 hours. It was right after the Spurs lost game 7. I was on here for 5 hours talking. But yeah, clown. He is a clown. All right, y'all. Until next time, I'll see you later.